We got a brief taste of fall, but summer is returning to the Brazos Valley, and along with that, we expect some Gulf moisture to move in. That will crack open the door for a small chance of rain both Thursday and Friday. We'll call it 10% coverage at best. Most of us, we're going to stay dry. If you do see rain, accumulations are traced to maybe a couple hundredths of an inch, and I've got eyes on southern counties for the best chance to see rain, but you can see there's a lot of gray space, meaning things are looking pretty dry, at least here at home. If we zoom out bigger picture across about half the country, you can see the deeper purples and blues indicating a couple inches expected across the Four Corners region. Same story over the open waters of the Gulf. And again, a lot of gray space in between. That's evidence of high pressure influencing our weather pattern again all across the Lone Star State and here at home in the Brazos Valley. It's moving in from the west, pushing east and expanding its influence as it does that, which means again it shuts off the tap for most of us. But meanwhile, onshore flow returns. So most of the moisture presents itself as humidity, and you can see the winds really clearly illustrate that story. They were out of the east for most of today, and on the calmer side, they're going to start to pick up speed and shift to be out of the south and east, which again means they move over the Gulf before they arrive here in the Brazos Valley, and they bring some muggy feels along with it. Most notably, represented in our temperatures, our feels like temperatures. We've had a negative heat index for the past 2 or 3 days. I hope you got outside and enjoyed it because it's leaving the forecast now. We'll settle in the mid-90s each afternoon this week into the weekend, and headed in for next week, a cooling trend starts to take shape. And until then, though, it's warm and it's muggy. Feels like temperatures jump close to the century mark. In fact, I think a handful of us across the Brazos Valley will see heat indices well into the triple digits through the next couple afternoons. On the flip side of the clock, it's also going to feel less than ideal. We'll start each day in the 70s. Tomorrow it's 70 on the dot. We'll fluctuate between 70 and 71, 72 for most of the extended forecast. It's a pretty stagnant weather pattern for all of us. One last thing I want to note, the fact that today, September 10th, is the peak of Atlantic hurricane season climatologically speaking, though we are behind schedule this year, which of course is a good thing when it comes to activity in the tropics. I do want to note, while things have been quiet, we do have our eyes on one new area that the National Hurricane Center is watching. They give it a small chance of developing over the next 7 days or so. We're keeping eyes on that. So far this season, we have only had 6 named storms by this point in the year. We're typically closer to 8 to be on average pace, again, climatologically speaking, but we'll take being behind schedule when it comes to hurricane season here in the Brazos Valley. A quick check of your extended forecast. Pretty mild in terms of temperatures, actually settling below average for most afternoons. Small chance of rain both Thursday and Friday, then we'll dry things out as we head for the weekend.